Hi everyone, it's Karen from Craftykarendesigns here. Welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would do a one sheet wonder, which for anybody that doesn't know is basically starting off with a piece of card or a piece of designer series paper, a certain size, and chopping it up into as many pieces as you need to make several different cards. So I've got a piece of 6x6 of the well-suited designer series paper. I took part in a paper share, so a lot of the DSP that I've got initially is 6x6, and sometimes you look at it and think, well, what on earth am I going to do with that? It's not a very big piece, but you can do quite a lot. So what I've done is I've drawn on the side of my grid paper, just let me see if you can see that. Yeah, here I've drawn a design which is 6x6 and basically chopped it up into 6 different sizes to make 6 different cards. So I've got a piece that's 3x3, I've got 3 1-inch squares, I've got a piece 2x3, 2x2, 2x4 and 1x6. So I'm going to cut that up and I'm going to make 6 different cards, masculine cards, because this is a masculine sort of print. It's equally masculine on the other side, but I think I might find it a bit difficult to do something with those something different with all those diagonal stripes. So I'm going for the checks, and I'm going to show you how to cut this up. So I'll bring the trimmer in. And hopefully you can see. You have to bear with me, I have to keep standing up so I can see what you can see. So first of all, we need to chop it at 3. So we'll go the full length at 3, like that. And then we'll turn it and do 3 again. So that's one piece. And then we'll chop this at 1. And we'll chop these into 1-inch pieces. So it's easier for me to see the 1-inch mark on the right hand side of the trimmer. So I'm going to cut it that way. So there's 1. 2, 3. And then that leaves us with the 2x3 piece there. So that's 1/2 of it that we've cut up. And the other piece we need to cut at 2. And that will leave us with that strip there. And then we need a 2-inch piece for there and a 4-inch piece for there. So there's all the different pieces. So then I looked at the colours that were in this designer series paper, and we've got some Pacific Point and basic grey and some black. So I've got 6 card bases, 2 black, 2 basic grey, 2 Pacific Point, and I'm going to use matting layers of all 3 colours. Plus I've already cut a pile of Whisper White, which will go on the inside, and there's a couple of extra ones that I can chop up to make into sentiment layers and things. So we'll leave those there. So I've got all of those, and I'm going to use, or I'm going to try and use these 2 stamp sets. So I've got the Happiest of Birthdays and Many Mates, but we'll just have to see how we go on to make sure that, you know, something will fit in whatever it is I've decided to use on that particular card. So I've got plenty of cards standing by, and I've got the trimmer standing by in case we need to make some changes. And I've got my original plan, so let's go for it. So for the first 2, I'm going to do black bases. So for number 1, I'm going to use this 3-inch piece of black, of designer series paper. So I thought what I'd do to make it pop a bit more was add that to some Pacific Point. Now the matting layer is just 1/8 of an inch on both sides, bigger than this. So this is 3 by 3. So this is 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. But all these measurements will be over on my blog. So let's glue that down. I really like doing these one sheet wonders. It gets to be a bit of a challenge sometimes to see how many different cards you can make out of it. And it just, it's just a good way of making you think about different layouts, and different things you can do. So that could go there like that. And then I thought I'd have a piece here with a sentiment on. So again, this is 2 7/8 by 1 1/4. And this, the blue, is 1 3/8 by 3. So that will sit on there. I think we could do with chopping a little bit more off that white actually. And just bring the trim in and chop a little sliver off that. That's better. So that could go on there. And then we need to see which sentiment would go on that one. Or we could use that happy birthday one there. I quite like that one. And you can colour it in too if you want to. So where is it? Happy birthday. So we'll do that and we'll stamp it in Pacific Point. So I'll take that off there for a minute. And it really is just a case of fiddling and messing about and just playing, because there's no right or wrong in it. But I always struggle making masculine cards, so I thought it'd be quite good to give this a go with a masculine, more masculine paper. So we'll stick that on there. I'm not going to colour it in, I'm going to leave it. So we'll add that to this layer, leaving a small border all the way around, like that. Bring that back in, and we'll put a piece on the inside to write your message on. You can't really write a message on a piece of black card, can you? That's my button folder. Give that a smoosh. And we'll put that on there. And we can add that down there. Or we could put that right in the middle and put that across the middle there. I think I actually like that one better. So should we go for that? So we'll glue this layer down and then we'll put that one on dimensionals. But all these measurements will be over on my blog at craftykarendesigns.blogspot.com. So you can go and get all the measurements for all of the different layers. And I think we'll put this on some dimensionals. Use up these few edge pieces I've got left. And look at that, just enough. I do love it when I finish a sheet of these. Doesn't take much to make me happy. There we go. And we'll add that. Let's try and count count how many rows we've got above and below it to try and get it central. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's about the middle, I think. And there we go. So there's card number 1. How easy was that? So I'll put that to one side and we'll have a look at card number 2. So for card number 2, I'm going to use these 3 little bits. Now, we could just arrange them on there like that, or we could add them to a mat like that. And then we've got a layer here that we can put a sentiment on. We could have it that way around. Go that way. Or we could put it on some white. There's endless possibilities. I think that might actually be better on a Whisper White layer. Looks a bit stark, doesn't it? And then we could just stamp on that one. Let's do that. So let's add these little squares. So we'll have one that starts, and I'm using the lines on the grid paper. So I'll have one that starts 2 squares in from that side. And we'll have another one that starts 2 squares in from that side. And try and keep them, oops, level. And then this one we'll put in the middle. So 1, 2, 3. That's about roughly in between those 2. So then that could go on there like that. We could stamp a sentiment up here. So let's have a look. We could do the "It's Your Day." I like this sentiment. Oops. So we'll do that in Pacific Point. And we'll do that up here. There we go. And then we'll add this to the front of the card. So how are you all doing? It's been a really miserable, grey, wet, rainy, horrible day here. It's barely got light today. I find it so depressing when it's like that. Put those on dimensionals. No, I think I'll just glue that one down. So I hope you're all coping okay with this latest lockdown. I'm just glad I do crafting, because I think otherwise I'd be struggling. So I'm lining that up on the grid paper to try and get it level. There we go. And we need another Whisper White layer on the inside. There we go. Now, what do you all think of the new catalogue? Do you like it? I think it's amazing. I always seem to like the spring catalogue better than all the others. I don't know whether it's because it's such nice, pretty. There's always pretty flowers and nice bright colours and things, and it makes you dream of times to come. I quite like that. So that's 2. Right, the next one I'm going to do on basic grey base, and this one is the this one, the 2x3. So what should we do with this? Just put this on a black layer like that, and then we could have another layer like that with a sentiment on it. What do you think? I don't know why I'm asking you what you think for, because you can't tell me, can you? Or shall we have a circle on that? Maybe we'll go for a circle. I've got some circles that I cut out here somewhere. Oh, I've got some spare card. So if we do a black circle, got some scraps here. See if I can find one that's big enough. That'll do. And then some Whisper Whites. Find my circle punches. So if we have a 2 1/4 one that's black, that's not right, and a 2-inch one that's Whisper White, and see what sentiment we can get on that. Let's have a look. What else have we got on here? What about It's Your Day? Should we try that one? We'll do that in basic grey. See what that looks like. Not sure about that. It might be better in Pacific Points. Maybe even black. Let's try it in black. Let's see what it looks like in black. Yep, I think we'll go with that. So we'll add this DSP layer to this black one. And the DSP is, what did I say, 2x3. So the black layer is 2 1/8 by 3 1/8. I haven't got a Pacific Point blend, but I have got some of these blender pens. So what we could do, oops, let's move that over there. If you just stick the blender pen in the edge like that, and then we could colour in. These letters. There you go, like that. And then to get rid of that, you just scribble. It cleans it off, so you can then use it with another colour. So we can add that. I think we'll add a layer on the inside. Like that. I think we'll add that one on dimensionals. Just so it's a bit different. And we'll add that about there. And then we can add that over the top like that. So we'll put a couple of dimensionals on this as well, over this side. And lay that on there like that. So that's card number 3. Let's go for card number 4. So again, we've got another basic grey. This one, I thought we would have it's the 2x2 layer that goes on this one. So I think we need, no, that's obviously not the right layer for that one. I had lots of these cut out already. Is that 2x2? Yeah. So I need to make that 2 1/8. So we'll chop that down. It's probably the layer I've cut for something else, so I'll have to cut another layer in a minute. But never mind. Cardstock is something I'm not short of. So that will go on there like that. I think we might have a white layer on. And then that. And then I was looking at perhaps a banner coming out of the side on this one. With me triple banner punch, this one. So let's do the banner ends first, because we can always chop it down, can't we? So this piece is 1.5. So just chop that off. And this piece is 1 inch. That doesn't look very even, does it? Let's try try that again. Let's measure it again. Yeah, it is an inch. That's better. So what I was thinking was that could go like that and come out of the side of that, just in the middle of the card somewhere like that. It'd be a bit different, wouldn't it? So what should we stamp on there? Let's have a look. What have we got? Should we do another one? It's your day. That might be nice. Or no, don't think the other one will fit. I was thinking that maybe that one would fit, but I think that would be too big. So we could have, no, we'll make it It's Your Day. And again, we'll go with the Pacific Point pink because I like this colour. And we'll stamp it towards the banner end. Like that. So then that will glue onto that. Like that. And then we'll add this one to the black layer. Or shall we do a blue layer? A blue layer would be better, wouldn't it? What do you think? Yeah, I'm going to go for a blue layer. I'm going to change my mind, go for a blue layer. So let's find a piece of scrap blue. And what did I say that was? 2 1/8 we need, don't we? About 2 1/8. That's better, isn't it? So we'll add that to that. There we go. And we'll add this to the card front. Like that. Glue this down and then we'll put the other piece on dimensionals over the top. So let's line it up on the grid paper. Oops, need to slide it along a bit. That's better. And then that will just, no, we need to chop a bit off that, don't we? We'll have to pull it off carefully. We'll chop a bit off the end. See, no editing on my videos. Only because I don't know how. So you'll have to have warts and all. But if we put that on dimensionals, it's still not going to fit, is it? God, what a muppet. Will it fit now? Maybe we'll have to have it going off the top. We'll have to have it going off the top. So we'll put this down with dimensionals first. See, this is the design process. Or otherwise called winging it. I thought I knew exactly what I was going to do before I started. So we'll add that there to cover up that splodge. I'm going to have to put a dimensional on the end of this now because it'll be raised up. I'll have one in the middle, and then we'll put a bit of glue on this end. That's better. That was a bit of a trauma, wasn't it? So there's that one. And we'll put a layer on the inside to write the message. There we go. So that's card number 4. Nearly there. Card number 5. We're doing Pacific Point this time. So this one is the where are we? It's a 2x4 piece. So for this one, I did 3 layers. So I've got a whisper white layer and then a grey layer behind it. And I was going to do that and then add a circle over that one. And then for the final one, I've got this piece, which will fit across there. And I've got another circle cut out. And I think for that one, I will just go really simple and leave it like that for that one. So we'll do these layers first on this one. But you can do whatever you want once you've got your basic idea. And all I did was, as I've shown you, drawn a 6-inch square on my grid paper and then just started dividing it up. But there are lots and lots of different ways of doing this, and if you look on Pinterest and places like that, there are lots of different ideas that I've seen. I mean, I haven't knowingly followed anybody else for this one. This is mine. But who's to say it's not similar to one somebody else has done? So we have that one going that way, so we could have that one going that way. Yeah. So I'm going to glue this one to the card front. About there. and then we'll have this down here. So what shall we put on this one? What other sentiments have we got? Let's have a look. How about a just thinking of you? Will that fit? Where is it? Yeah, we'll try that one. Something different. And again, I'm going to go with the Pacific Point. Now, if these were ladies' cards, I'd be prettying them up with flowers and pearls and ribbon and stuff, but you don't really put that sort of stuff on men's cards, do you? I know my husband wouldn't appreciate flowers and bling. I think we'll put that one on dimensionals too. There we go. There we go. We'll have a layer for the inside of this one. I'm going to be well sorted now, aren't I, for masculine birthday cards for the next few months. So there's card number 5. And the last one, I'm just going to glue this directly onto the card front and chop off the little bit of excess. So let's line that up right flush with the edge. And then we'll just chop off. I don't know where I've got these scissors from. They're like kiddie scissors. They must belong to my granddaughter. And then we'll add a sentiment to this one. And we'll do Just Thinking of You again, because I quite like that one. Because then it can go for a birthday card or just how you doing, I'm thinking about you. I'm sure men must appreciate to get cards like that too when they're going through a tough time. Just to know somebody's thinking about them. There we go, we'll have some dimensionals on the back of that one. And then we're done. Oh, I've just got to put the layer on the inside. There we go, let's put the lid on that. I've got some pieces that I've cut out already left over here, so I've obviously not done what I planned to do, but never mind. So let's have a look what we've got. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All out of one little bit of designer series paper. and some cardstock. How easy was that? And you can always go back in and put more sentiments on the inside. Ordinarily, if I hadn't been doing a one sheet wonder, I probably would have chopped more pieces of this up and decorated the inside of the card with it too. But because I was sticking to a 6x6, then I couldn't do. So I'll leave it at that. I hope you like this, and I hope you give it a try. And of course, it'll work with any designer series paper that you've got and any colours that you've got. The possibilities are endless. You could just go on and do lots and lots and lots of different ones quite easily. Once you've got your design, crack on. It's easy. So I will post pictures of all of these on the blog, and all the measurements and all the instructions, and I will put a picture of this template in case you want to copy it. But give it a go. It's really simple. Just draw a 6x6 on your grid paper, chop it up and see what happens. So as I said, all these measurements will be over on my blog at craftykarendesigns.blogspot.com later on. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks very much for watching, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.